everyone, welcome to Pure Yoga Online. My name is Tiffani and welcome to practice. I have a flow in store for you today and I'd love for you to have 2 yoga blocks for your practice. Now, if you don't have yoga blocks, 2 big books or something that you could easily help bring the ground to you that feels sturdy you could use. We'll take those 2 props and we'll set up for a supported fish to begin. Now, the first block will sit between your shoulder blades, catching the space behind your heart, and the top block will be a pillow to catch your head. Go ahead and come onto your back body. With knees bent, start to lower yourself down. Double check in with that position behind your heart, and the block could be lengthwise or widthwise, and I would start on the lowest level. Head comes down, arms set up, resting by your sides, and legs could be long, or you could also keep them bent, more supportive for your low back. Could you close or lower your eyes and begin to drop into your body? Invite your breath to deepen. Setting the tone for our flow. The intention to be in your body. Every inhale, creating more awareness for yourself. Each exhalation, moving further away from the outside world, from any distractions. Taking this time to move and breathe with awareness. Helping to ease tension, remove stress. In this shape, feel the expansive quality available across the rib cage, the chest, the front of your shoulders. Every exhalation, as the breath empties, a relaxing, a softening. Take 3 more deep, smooth breaths in and out. And then returning to gentle movement, start with a wiggle of your fingers and toes. Bending into both knees, stepping feet onto your mat. And then inhale, float your arms up towards the ceiling and falling overhead. You could bend at the elbows, let the arms be soft here. Feel the sides of your body lengthening. Begin to roll to the left side of yourself and trust that your arm will catch your head and you'll just fall into a little fetal-like position where you'll pause for a few moments. You'll assist yourself up just for a moment to shift the blocks out of your way and lay back onto your back body. Let's hug the knees in towards you. Grab hold of whatever you can reach and try some rocking motion here, side to side. Steadying yourself in the center, give your legs a tighter squeeze, lift up your shoulders and your head. Take a deep breath here through the nose. Open your mouth, cleansing it out. One more like that. Inhale to squeeze. And this time open your mouth, relax your head and shoulders to ground. Keep the knees bent, feet to the mat, and stretch right leg up towards the sky. Cross top ankle to that bottom knee. Flex actively into your foot. You could stay here, gently intending the right knee away from your body. And option to add on, drawing the legs towards you, adding the arms, hooking towards your left leg. Notice how your right hip joint is feeling. Keep relaxing your head, your shoulders, soften through your mouth. Take one more breath right here. As we release the grip with our hands, let the legs come down. Hug your right knee in towards you, catch an interlace around the shin, and lengthen out that opposite leg long down your space. Practice firming into the long leg and engaging through the foot. You can make a little movement here side to side, feeling thigh compress into the abdomen. Gently opening the back of the hip. And we'll turn this into a twisted shape, passing the knee across the body. Opening through the heart, stretching out your right arm. And know that if that bent knee isn't comfortable hovering, you could stack the bottom knee to catch it, or even grab one of your yoga blocks to set yourself up. Always helpful to bring the ground to you. You look wherever it's comfortable for the neck, and we'll take 3 breaths here. Next time you breathe in, help your knees come back up to where you started. Realign yourself in the center. And then we begin at the beginning, knees bent. Left leg stretches up towards the sky. Find that figure 4 ankle hooking opposite knee. Actively feel that hip rotation, knee working away from you. And checking in, knowing that you could always stay in the first option given, or more sensation, see about the legs working towards you, hooking onto the opposite leg. Our practice is about paying attention as we move to what feels really good in your body. Knowing that you're always welcome to take breaks, and it's never meant to be painful. We have our last moment here. And then we start to move into that wind relieving shape. Left knee hugs in, catch the leg or shin, and begin to glide your right leg long and strong. Practice kicking out of that active foot. That'll come in handy when we're balancing and trying to float our limbs later. Notice how it feels to take that knee wide of your torso. And then turn this into your twisted shape. Opposite hand draws it over across. Perhaps the hips start to stack. Release that left arm long and open. And then breathe into your spinal twist, gently warming the spine, opening across the front of the heart. 3 more deep breaths right here. Bottom of your next exhale, create some tone through your center, and a deep breath in to hug the knees up. A final squeeze here in the middle, and we'll plant the soles of the feet onto the ground. Arms are long by the sides, firming down into those legs. Lift your hips up for a bridge-like position. Not your highest bridge pose, just an intention of engaging the glutes beneath you. Feel them tone. Fire up your thighs, and see if you can stretch your kneecaps further away from you. Shoulder blades keep grounding heavy into the earth, and we'll take 2 more breaths, lifting up through the hips. And slow motion lowering yourself back down. Hug those legs in and see about rocking yourself forwards and backwards. And if this doesn't work for your body, skip it. And we come to meet in a tabletop position, hands and knees. So again, double check those blocks are at the top edge of your mat. That way they're nice and easy to reach for when we need them shortly. From this tabletop position, notice your palms planted beneath the shoulders and spreading the fingers to really plug in the strength of your arms. A nice long line to your spine with a gentle tone of your abdomen muscles. If you think about drawing up and in slightly to maintain that nice long length, that natural curvature of your spine. We will breathe in and lift the chest up, lifting the tail, arching. And on the exhale, push the mat away and round. Tuck your chin in. Inhale, Hips lift, chest shines forward, feeling extension through the spine. And exhale all of your breath. Belly button draws in, tailbone tucks. A couple more like that, syncing up, inhaling with your extension. Exhale, empty. Enjoy a couple more movements here, forming all the little joints of our spine. And then find your way back to a nice long line to your spine. Really firm into those arms. Double check the palms are wide before you curl your toes under and test out your downward dog. Stretch your hips up. Keep the knees bent and think about driving your thighs and your hips to the wall behind you. Feel the strength of the arms hugging in, the triceps squeezing, and there's this wrapping of the shoulder blades wider, so freedom around your neck. We're breathing length through the sides of the body, continuing to get grippy with the fingers and push away through the hands. Know that at any time you're welcome to drop your knees, but see if you can take 3 more deep breaths. Heels gently drawing downwards. Prioritizing length through your spine over locked out legs. Welcome to keep that little micro bend. Now let's all lift up onto our tippy toes, look to the top fingers, and start to walk your feet towards the top of your space. Pause in a ragdoll fold, feet wide, knees generously bent, draping the upper body over the lower. You could hook onto opposite elbows, and welcome a sway here, toes to heels. A gentle nod of your head, and a softening of your face. Let the fingertips fall back down to ground. Ensure your feet are supporting directly beneath your pelvis. Hands to shins, let's inhale, half lifting, length from your head to your hips. And exhale, fold over your legs. Push into those strong legs and reach up with that length, that strength, all the way to stand. Pull the hands into the heart. Take 3 breaths here in your Tadasana mountain pose. Palms will shine by your sides. You'll feel the legs rooting in, so the thighs tone up. Shoulders relaxing back and down. Crown of the head standing nice and tall. Let's build our flow. As we inhale, arms reach up. Sweep your right arm underneath your left for an eagle wrap of your arms. You could twist tie your forearms or simply grab onto your shoulders, but it's the idea of opening across the upper back, tractioning the elbows away from you. As we breathe in, lift those elbow points up. Stay here, exhale, firm down into your legs. Try that again. Inhale, could you lift your chest? Exhale, feel your glutes squeezing tailbone down. Last one, inhale, lift the front of your body. Keep the arms, soften the knees, and fold with this arm shape. A couple moments here to let the weight of the upper body hang. And then we'll unravel the arms, left fingertips to the ground, or your yoga block would be handy as you open up your right arm into a twisted shape. Now notice your legs. It'd feel nice to bend deeply into your left leg here and see if you can sneak a little more length through the back of the right leg. Catching that hamstring, maybe calf stretch. We'll take another inhale to reach higher. And then exhale, fingertips come back down to your blocks or to the ground. Please step your right foot to the back of the mat. We'll stay up high on those fingertips. Again, bringing the ground to you with those blocks if needed. As we inhale, hips will get heavy, heart will shine forward. On the exhale, lift your hips and fold over your front leg, but don't stay. Moving dynamically, inhale, lunge. Exhale, lift and fold. Last one, inhale, take your lunge, opening the front of that hip. And then fold, hips high to the sky. Here's the change. Come forward into your lunge. Set your back knee down to the ground. Anytime I ask you to put your knee on the ground, if it's uncomfortable, know that you can put a towel under it to bring some padding. When you're ready, push into the front foot, arms to the sky, reach up, low lunge. Feel the tailbone drawing down in these lunge positions and the front hips always lifting up. We reach actively for the sky. And today we're working with some arm variations. I'll ask you to take the left hand to your hip and see about sliding it to your low back. So it's a half bind position, we'd call this. We'll continue to reach up through the front of the body. In that back forearm, a reminder to lengthen the low back downwards. Reach a little bit higher. And then guide that top palm to the ground. Curl your back toe, pick up your back knee. You're charging that back leg. And we'll begin to twist just the heart open, keeping that binded shape. Full breath in here, a long line from your heel to your head, a firm connection through that bottom palm and arm. Left arm reaches up to the sky for our full, easy twist expression. We'll take another moment here to open the heart space, and then ground your palm back to the earth. Downward dog is where we'll meet, step back, hips high. Inhaling, shifting forward to your plank pose, top of a push-up. Squeeze your legs, engage your glutes. Push actively away through those strong arms and feel the shoulder blades spread wider apart on your back body. Are you looking forward and ensuring your neck is long? Take another inhale at the top, and from your knees or toes, slowly lower down towards the ground. Setting up with pointed toes and the toenails anchoring. Inhaling, lift your chest, hover your hands. Exhale, melt back down. 2 more low cobras. Inhale, we lift, squeezing the upper back. Exhale, descend. Last one, keep your neck long. At the bottom, curl your toes, start to push the mat away from you. Table or plank as you power up. Downward dog, hips to the sky. Right leg lifts up, 3-legged down dog, lifting from the heel, lengthening through the leg. Deep breath together. Let's take the knee to the nose, curling forward to hover 1 time. Inhale, lengthen all the way up and back. Now look towards your hands, take a big step forward. Again, ensure that you have that long stride. Reminder the blocks are there for you if fingertips are having a hard time to the ground. And 3 times we breathe in, looking forward. Exhale, lift and fold. For 2. Warming up the length of that front leg 1 more time. You got it. And the change coming up. Looking forward, back knee softens to the ground, push down to reach high. We're in that lunge-like shape. Feel the front knee stacked over the heel and find that neutral pelvis. So frontal hip bones lifting through the front of the body, activating right to the fingertips. This time, it's the right hand finding the hip and option for that half bind to the low back. Deep breath here to lift up the front of the body and flow the top palm down to the ground. Keep that bind-like position as you pick up the back knee, lengthen first, and then that twisted shape, leaning back, opening the chest. Full easy twist, free that arm to the sky, big breath in together, and exhale, fingertips down. Inhale, let's look forward and step forward to the top of your mat. Chair pose, sit your hips down low, reach forward, chest high. Feel the power in your foundation. So root into your heels and imagine that you're pulling your feet wide apart on your yoga mat. This should spice up or tone up your outer thighs. Low ribs drawing in, toning from the front of your belly. We'll take another moment here, deep breath in, pulse a little bit lower, and then inhale, stand all the way up. Right away, second side, left arm sweeps underneath. That eagle wrap, choose your modification, a breath in to lift. Stay here, root down. Inhale, chest higher, legs firmer. Last one, open the front. Keep the arms, soft knees, and find that folded leg shape. Feel the back of the neck long, the arms drape heavy. And as you unravel, fingertips to the ground, option for that block with the right fingers, and left arm sweeps up high. This time it's the left leg seeing about lengthening, and keep stretching from your head to your hips. We breathe in. And exhale, fingertips come back down, blocks or mat. Left foot steps to the back of your space. Set the knee down. You've been here before. Inhale, reach up. Right hand to the hip or to the low back. We inhale, lengthen, and then watch that palm flow down to the ground. Curl the back toe, pick up the knee. Keep the bind, start with just opening the shoulder, the chest, and then check it out. You'll square it back forward. You'll pop up onto the fingertips and double check that those feet are on separate ski tracks. They're nice and wide apart and you firm into the back leg, feeling your foundation. Could you start to rise all the way up to your high crescent lunge with this arm variation? Add a little bend into your back knee. That back arm helping to neutralize tailbone down so you feel lots of space for the low back. We'll take another moment here. Breathe in, reach up. And then I'd like you to find a little bit of bounce, a lot of focus with your eyes for balance, and come up to one-legged Tadasana. Now let that top hand, left hand, catch your left knee. We'll guide it open and slide the right hand out to your right hip. Taking your tree position, aiding that foot to the inner seam of your bottom leg, and then squeeze your leg so it feels super, super strong, pushing back into your foot. Take your hands to your heart. 2 breaths here. Let's stretch the arms up to the sky. Point that knee straight forward. And then slow motion as the wings fly by your side, trace your step to Warrior 3, kicking towards the space behind you. Feeling that strength of the lift happening from your glutes. Remember that engaged foot we practiced at the beginning? You're kicking out here with that. Seeking a levelness across your hips and openness across your heart. Stay with me one more moment. And then step those tippy toes all the way to the back of the mat. Feet on separate ski tracks. Inhale, lift up, crescent lunge, nice. Deep breath here. And then easy twist, left palm down to the ground, right arm opens high. Another moment here to reach up. And now feel the bottom palm get really firm into the earth. Could you start to wiggle or step your front foot halfway down your mat? Outer edge of your back foot connects, side plank, feet stacking or staggering. You could always choose to drop your bottom knee. Keep lifting up your hips, keep reaching up for the sky. We got one more moment here. And then look down to the ground, level it out, plank pose. We breathe in at the top, slow motion exhale to your belly. Set up those legs pointed. Let's press the palms. Inhale, cobra as you lift the heart. Exhale, lower down. For 2, we push with the palms, but still squeeze the back to lift the heart. Exhale, descend. Last one, shoulders keep drawing away from the ears. Downward dog, pick up your center, curl over your toes. Catch your breath right here. Let's try on the next side, left leg to the sky, 3-legged down dog. Keep pushing equally into both palms, another inhale. Knee to the nose, curl forward. Inhale, 3-legged down dog. Look between your hands, a big step there. Back knee to the earth, arms to the sky, low lunge. Add the left hand to the low back. Lift up through the front of yourself. And then guide that top palm down to the ground. Curl the back toe, pick up that back knee. Keep the bind, open up towards that twist. And then level it back out, squaring the chest, the shoulders down. Start with the fingertips of your bottom palms. Feel the engagement of that back leg. Squeeze, push into the front foot. High crescent lunge as you rise with your arms. Little bend of the back knee. See if you can reach and open across that front body. And then a little bend, lots of focus with your eyes as you try to spring up to that one-legged balance. Feel the foundation leg firming and rooting down. Right hand catches right knee, opening it wide. Slide the left hand back towards the left hip. And then set up for your tree-like position. Foot finds the inner seam of your leg. Your hips are squaring forward. That knee continues tracking wide away from you. Firm into that bottom leg. Take your hands to your heart. Now pick up the knee, shine it forward. Reach up through your arms. And setting up for our warrior 3 transition. Wings fly by your side. Foot kicks towards your back space. You're going as long as you can from your head to your heel. Keep drawing the shoulder blades onto your back body. Those top toes directed straight down. And then a little bend of that bottom leg, a light step way back, land on your toes. Crescent lunge, inhale, arms high. Easy twist, right palm lowers down to the ground. Open up through that top arm. Let's firm into the bottom palm. Feel the shoulder activation come alive. And as many steps as you need towards your side plank. Outer edge of a strong back foot connects. Feet come together or any variation. Lift your hips. Keep reaching high. We close it up towards our plank position. Inhale at the top, looking, lengthening. Exhale, hover or to the ground. So you can start to catch this, just hovering from the earth. Drop your hips. One time we'll squeeze the back, lift the heart. Inhale, cobra. And downward dog. Lift your hips, curl over your toes. Let's go ahead and drop the knees. Toes pointed, touching. You can separate the knees wider and sink your seat towards your heels. Child's pose, letting the head, the shoulders relax downwards. Now, in these moments of pause, see if you can be right here. Just breathing deeply, trying not to fidget or to adjust. Just being with your breath, recentering, reconnecting. We'll take 3 more. And then we'll finish up this flow. Feel the palms plant down. Draw yourself back up towards your tabletop shape. Curl your toes, downward dog. Let's take the right leg up towards the sky. Inhale, lift. Look towards your hands. Take a big step in that direction. Let's spin back leg flat, or foot flat rather, for warrior 2, and then windmill the arms up. So front toes directed forward, knee following. Lots of energy into your back leg, and back foot parallel with the back of your mat or slightly turned in with your toes. Measure your rib cage over your pelvis and reach actively forwards and back. Set your eyes over your front fingers. Continuing with that bind-like position we've been working, let the back arm wrap to the low back. Go ahead, flip your front palm to the sky and reverse the sun warrior with the shape. Continue reaching up high through the right side and charging that front knee straight north in the same direction as the toes. Keep the binded shape as you come back towards warrior 2. Start to look down and look forward. Love for you to locate that block. Shimmy your back foot a little bit closer. And think about your half moon balance here in a few moments as you start to reach towards the ground. Set up your block nice and high, nice and far away from you. Kick up your back leg and push out through that top foot. The difference here is we're trying to roll the top hip open, trying to roll the top shoulder open. Definitely want to keep focusing those eyes for balance. And we'll take one more deep breath in here. A deep bend into the bottom leg so you can take a graceful step way back. Could you keep that half bind? Flip your front paw one more time, reverse that warrior. And then we'll free the arms as we take it to easy twist all the way down with the left palm. Open up that top arm. Take the top hand towards that half bind that we've worked. Lean back. Option to stay in this top bind as we try our side plank variation. Start to shimmy your front foot closer back. And again, stacking or staggering is your option, or take your tree shape to your legs. Similar to how we found balance, knee up towards the sky, inner foot softly touching down. Keep breathing here. One more moment. Release the top arm, lengthen that top leg, plank position, level it back out, a deep inhale. Exhale all the way down to the ground, let it land, well done. Keep your arms long by your side. Interlace behind you. And we'll take locust pose as we lift up everything we can. The chest flies, the arms, fire up those legs to fly. 3 breaths here. Point through the toes, lengthen through the neck. Lower all the way back down, set up those hands in line with your low ribs, curl the toes under, push the mat away. Downward dog, hips to the sky. Let's take our final flow. Left leg leads, inhale. Look where you're going, a light step there. Back foot sets up for that warrior 2 position, wedge the heel, and then windmill the arms up and over. Building your posture from the ground up. Feel the firmness of your feet rooting down, gentle drawing down through tailbone, and a lengthening through the spine. Bring in the breath. Back arm comes to the low back. That drawing downwards, lengthening as the front palm floats. Reverse this shape. Challenge yourself. Keep that knee deeply bent, charging straight forward. Keeping the bind. Warrior 2. Start to look down and slightly forward. Locate that other block shape. Wiggle your back foot in for a little bit more ease. Start to reach down, and when you're ready, fly up. Remember that active kick out of the top leg. The roll open of the hip, the lean back through the top shoulder. Find your breath. Work with your wobbles, building that powerful stability beneath you. And slow motion. A deep bend, a light step back. Reverse this, up and over. And unravel those arms. Easy twist, right palm lands, back heel stacks. Take it high. Left arm to the low back, add that half bind. Twist it open. Set up that stable shoulder beneath you. Challenge yourself. Looking up will be harder. Down gives you more support. Towards your side plank, you step. Option for those tree legs. Left knee to the sky. Make sure it's a light connection with your foot. Lift from the bottom hip. Top arm opens high. And lengthen your leg. Level it out. Plank position. All the way down to the ground. Let it land. Well done. Let's roll ourselves over to our back and get ready to cool down. So flipping yourself right over. Step the feet wide, let the knees tap together. Feel the arms relaxing by your side, and take 5 deep breaths here. Breath always available to help slow, calm, and cool yourself down. Step the feet back beneath the knees. Ensure they have that hip distance stance. Heels nice and close to the back of your body. Shoulder blades ground beneath you. Bridge as you lift your hips up. Option this time to interlace the hands beneath you and root down through the arm surface. Keep firming up into your legs, glutes active. 3 more breaths into the front of your body. Release your fingers. Slowly lower your hips back down to the ground. And again, step your feet wide, let the knees tap together. This time, float the arms up overhead, let them soften to the space above, or if there's a more comfortable position, keep them there. Adding some windshield wipers, let those knees fall over to the right, keeping the staggered shape, one then the other falls. Inhale, push into the feet, knees high. And windshield wiper over to your left. Try looking the opposite direction as you take a couple more. And then as the knees meet back up towards the sky, hug them in. Hold your shins and draw them wider apart. Option to stay here, or could you crawl your arms up your inner legs, flex your feet to the sky, hooking the outer edges of your feet or your big toes. Happy baby. Trace a long line to your spine. Keep your head down on the ground if you can. Walking back towards your knees, draw those legs together. Give yourself a final squeeze. Option to lift the shoulders, the head, a deep breath through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go, and open your body all the way up for a final rested shape. Corpse pose, taking up all of the space you can, feet wide, shoulder blades laying flat. Could you close or lower your eyes and give yourself this gift of relaxation? Even a few moments to rest. Breathing deeply. Now, friends, I invite you to stay here for as long as time as you have today. But whenever you are ready, making sure that you're getting up nice and slow before returning to your day. Thank you so much for coming to Flow today. Namaste.